Today we are talking about the filter that will destroy humanity, guaranteed.
Wow.
Wow, that's harsh.
Don't you think it's going to destroy humanity?
I feel like humanity has destroyed humanity. And these filters that are coming out, it just shows the deterioration of society and where we're headed and what people prioritize, which is wild.
Yeah, it is so weird. And so, if you don't know what we're talking about, it's the big one is the Bold Glamour filter on TikTok, and we're all going to try it right now. So, okay, here's Papa B with the Bold Glamour filter.
Man.
Catfish.
What do you think
101.
about that?
Whoa, that's
Catfish
crazy that you said
101.
catfish.
Absolute catfish.
Wow, look at my
Crazy.
teeth. Wow.
Whoa.
Mm.
I don't know.
Wow.
I'd prefer Mama
Wow.
without it.
I'm so perfect, but you're not. You're really
Oh,
not.
man.
Wow.
And none of us are. And that's okay because we're not supposed to be perfect.
Let's try it with the kids.
This is average prom makeup in 2023.
Wow.
Average
That's
birthday makeup?
crazy. I don't know.
Average birthday. And this is what I mean when I say I hate birthday makeup.
Son?
I kind
Now
of
it's
don't want to
time.
leave. Like I like myself with this.
It ruins the whole. Whoa!
Wait,
you
I
like
see
it?
myself. I see my teeth look like veneers. But
Oh man. Look, it
Do
just makes your
men-
eyebrows like super thick.
is this like primarily women who use this filter
Yeah,
too?
I
or
don't
is it
really
like...
see a lot of dudes wearing this.
I don't know.
So you asked a valid question. Do males or men use this? And in your experience on social media, because I know you guys spend a lot of time on social media, you tell us, what's the ratio?
It's like 80-20. Like my dad says, everything is 80-20. I feel like it's predominantly women who use it. I think a couple men use it sometimes, like let's say like they're fresh out of bed and they're trying to like say something and they kind of like look like they just woke up, so they'll throw that on. Am I the only one who thinks that like Mom and I looked better without it?
It is interesting to see that most people actually look way better without that filter, but they feel like they have to use the filter.
I think that we have all been fooled in our society to think that we all have to be glamorized every single day. If I'm going to present myself to the world, I'm going to look top notch. And these are people who they have professional makeup artists and professional photographers and all of this stuff. It's almost like that's not good enough anymore. And now they have this filter. I don't know about you, but when I see people on social media and I see that made with effect, I think is great that it labels that as saying this person is using an effect.
Yeah.
I don't watch them. I don't support them. I don't care what they have to tell me. Because if you have to speak through a mask, I don't care what you have to say. Be honest with me. Be vulnerable. Be transparent. What is it you want to tell me, being your authentic self? Because if you have to wear a mask, there's something that you're hiding, and I have to figure you out through this filter. Not worth my time.
I was scrolling through filters on like Instagram and TikTok, and all they do now is like make your nose smaller or your head smaller or like your cheekbones wider, your eyes bigger, your lips more plump. It's like, what does that say about like standards, even like race and ethnicity? Like,
What
does
does
that
that
say about-
about standard? What is it that you feel that you're not good enough, that you have to make enhancements? And again, if you want to do plastic surgery, whatever it is, it's your prerogative. I get it. Whatever happened to the soul?
No,
heart?
the soul is being taken away. I don't want to.
Do tell. Do
I don't
tell,
want to say.
Papa.
I mean.
What do you mean by
no,
that?
No. We don't want to. We don't want to say anything. But there's so much to distract us now that keeps us from actually thinking about ourselves and kind of being at peace with ourselves and really just sitting down and just think about everything, because we do find ourselves scrolling aimlessly.
We live in a world that is very superficial, materialistic, narcissistic. There is an epidemic of narcissism in our world. And there are people who will literally wear a mask and be something that they're not to reel you in.
and I know there will be people watching this video who probably use filters all the time and will be like, oh my God, guys, it's not that deep. Like, it's literally, we're just having fun. But it's like, it's more if you think about it. But it is.
But the thing is, it's about perception. It's about having that responsibility as a creator. I'm talking mainly about sort of like these people with millions and millions of
Yes.
followers and subscribers, and now they have this like persona and this mask, and then now everyone who's watching is going, man, I'm not perfect because this person looks perfect to me, but they're using filters and they spend hours on
Yeah.
makeup and hair.
And I was
right?
even going to say this morning, remember I was talking about thirst traps? Like, there's been times where I've gone on the For You page and I see, like, not to like pinpoint girls, but there was like a girl who was doing a thirst trap, like a crazy thirst trap. And she had like the pupa filter on. And that one makes your eyes massive and your lips massive. And I was like, Wait, but then she doesn't look like, why does she have 700,000 likes if she's using a filter? That's not what she actually looks like.
You know what it is though? Like these influencers who use these filters and they're completely fake. That's also no way to grow an audience. Like I don't know what their plan is, but growing an audience, like that's almost like a synthetic audience. A lot of people don't really understand it, but followers and people online are a lot smarter than people take them to be. And so if you're yourself and you're authentic within yourself and you love yourself, that's going to shine through your content and what you love to do. And people are actually going to gravitate towards you, the right people. You know, if you want the right people to follow you, I recommend being yourself and not relying on the filters.
Because what you want is longevity. And in order to have that, there must be depth. It can't just be surface level. And the other point to what you were both talking about that I have a huge issue with are these people, influencers, whatever you want to call them, who grow this following and, you know, they're fake and they create this online persona, but then they start making money from brands and from companies because they're playing the game. Right. And those people who don't play the game and they're being real and authentic and they're being themselves and they're trying to teach and encourage and inspire, they're not getting it because they're not getting those same numbers because, again, we live in this narcissistic, superficial world. If you want to make money from this, you have to play that game. But there are people like us who have values and integrity who it's like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to lower.
Sell out.
Sell out.
Sorry, I didn't hear that last part. Can you say that again?
Sell out.
It is selling out because you are not who you portray yourself to be and you're making a living, but it's not real. And then you check out the people that follow them, because I love to do this, because I love sociology, the study of the human condition and society, and they're fake.
Yeah, they're all fake. It's just this world of just
like
fake.
a fakeness world.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, it's okay to, I forgot who mentioned it, but it's okay to present yourself. It's okay to shave, to do your hair, but like it's okay to be presentable and to take care of yourself. We're not saying that. And it's okay to have fun with filters, but to fake your audience,
your whole
way.
existence.
your whole existence is fake because of that. And there are so many accounts that like literally the whole time it's just a fake filter.
One after another.
That's garbage.
Yeah.
And they buy their followers anyways.
And we know when people buy followers, and this is very common in these influencers that you follow, that so you may say like, oh, look, they have like 2 million followers or whatever. And then, but for people who have been in the business for a long time, we know when they buy their followers and then they get brand deals.
Oh,
And the people liking the brand deals,
they're all bots.
it's all bots.
It's all
it's
bots,
not
you can
real.
tell.
So then you have people like us who have done everything authentically from scratch, from day one. And we're like,
You can never win.
Yeah, and
Wow.
now our competition is someone with a fake account.
Not saying that we're like trying to be pick-me's. Like I do my makeup before every single video that I film. Like obviously we want to be real, but we also don't want to be like super, super deceiving to you guys and being like, I've never used a filter ever. Da, 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 da. Like I'll use fun filters here and there, but I try to avoid them as much as possible because it's like, I know this is like super controversial, but it does branch from a place of like insecurity. Like if you use a filter in every single one of your photos, what does that say about yourself? And before you get defensive, let that sink in. Let the sink at the door come in. Like,
and I think that for you and I, Gabby, we realized a long time ago that we are role models. We are role models for young girls, for young people who may not have that parental or guardianship from an older, wiser person. And we don't want to portray ourselves falsely.
Like I want every single fan that I meet to remember me as exactly the person that they see on the videos.
So there's something that I'm very interested in as a female, and that is to ask you, Roberto, and Papa B, when you see these women and they have this glamour filter and they're very, quote unquote, beautiful when you first see them, what are your thoughts?
I don't care. And you can tell right away that it's a fake filter. It's like a cartoon, right? It's like, I kind of equate it as looking at a cartoon. It's the same type of idea, the same type of feeling that you get. I don't care. As long as, I guess as long as you have eyebrows and as long as you have lips, like it doesn't have to be crazy and accentuated. It doesn't have to be like so perfect and all this, right? So that's the way I see it. So when I see someone with a filter, I kind of equate it as a cartoon.
Because when you go out in public, right? You go to the mall, and of course you're gonna see beautiful people. You're gonna see people that you are attracted to. It's hard to feel the same way online now. When I see someone and they're wearing a filter, it's an extremely different situation where I can't feel any of that emotion towards you because I don't know who you are on the inside. It's like an automatic turn off. That's just how I feel because it's so different from seeing someone in real life and you're face to face with them and you can see everything about them. But online, it's completely different because people can hide behind filters and different things that you don't actually know who they are.
And you know what's funny is that it's like the baseline, they're all the same. Okay, you're pretty. Okay, you're using the same filter. Okay, you exercise. What else? What do you got? What's in your personality? Are you funny? Are you interesting? Can you tell me a story? What's your story? Right? They have no story.
I feel like it's just all that the priorities now are just to look good. Like there's no other talent on the internet.
And I face this battle myself of not wanting to put myself out there, not wanting to share, not wanting to film, because when I look at other women and what they're doing to get likes, to be relevant, to, when I see these mothers sometimes from some of these families and they're sexualizing themselves.
Oh my God. That's like the biggest ick.
I don't want to do that. There's a time and a place for me as a sexual woman, that archetype, which is when I'm with my husband. I have a son that I want him to respect women and not objectify women. And so I'm very aware of how I dress in front of you, how I carry myself, but also how I carry myself online. And because I don't want to play that game, I think to myself, I'm just not going to film. And it's, a crappy place to be because I have so much to offer. I have so much to say. I have so many gifts. But this world focuses mainly on the external, on beauty. We don't honor women as they age when we have so much to offer. But now it's about how much can you jiggle? How much can you take off? Show me as much as you possibly can. And it's like,
yeah, this is so bad, but like my favorite comments on those types of videos are like the random dudes who are like, wow, views running low, or like
yeah.
No talent
Well, that's
left.
exactly
Like,
it, right?
it's so true. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
and you actually attract the wrong audience. So we'd rather have an audience of 1 or 4 than 400 for the wrong reasons, right? So there are people that are making, million views per video, but what's the quality of those views, right? And then you realize, I don't know how long I can actually do this for. And then they get depressed and then they get sad. It's because you've been living a lie.
So going back to what Mama said, when did aging become a bad thing? It's like in the past, we respect older people because they embrace that and they're wise and you learn so much from them. But now, especially like influencers who've had their time in the spotlight, I don't want to name any names, but older influencers who are trying so hard to look young with the Botox and the fillers and the filters. And it's just it's almost like a sign that age of us, of older people being respected is kind of going away.
Yeah.
do you know why?
Why is that?
We live in a society that glorifies youth and young people because young people are inexperienced and they can be manipulated.
The wise ones were the elders, and we used to like respect them. In some cultures, you touch their feet. But now we're looking up to 19-year-olds who run TikTok and 20-year-olds who haven't even started or finished university yet.
And they probably are carrying some level of trauma, pain. And here is this device where you can get external validation, but it's for the wrong reasons.
Right.
And so these people, it's like, I got it. What? I only got 200,000 likes today? Something went wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I got to show more. Oh, what about this bra? Does this bra work? Oh, okay, good.
We got to be shocking. We got to be
likes,
shocking.
It's
true.
And it just gets worse and it gets worse and it gets worse because there's only so much you can show.
I've gone 16 years of my life, 10 years of being online, and I have not had to show my body once for you guys. Like, I don't know if you guys have noticed, maybe you've noticed, but I don't wear revealing clothes at all. Like I never take provocative selfies. And you guys are still there supporting, and you guys still love me.
But what makes you different, Gabby, is the whole reason that you do that and you're able to do that and you have so many people who love you online is because you actually add something to the world, and you're funny and you're a really cool like the whole reason why people love you so much is because you actually have a personality, you know? So people will gravitate to you.
Roberto, I just want to say thank you. You make me so proud as a mother when you talk like that,
And a brother.
when you speak to your sister like that, and you honor her like that as a female.
That's my pal.
It makes me so happy.
Yeah.
So happy. And Gabby, to your point that you talked about the way that you dress, one of the best messages I ever received was from a mother who said, Mama B, I just want to thank you. I want to congratulate you on the way that your daughter dresses, because she's such a good role model for my daughters. Why do I do this all the time?
Because you have a heart, Mama B.
That's
Because
so
you
cute.
care.
And so this is what we have to remember to the very end. Even if we don't have any followers in the end, we go to bed, we look at ourselves in the mirror before we go to bed, and we like what we see.
Yeah.
And we sleep well at night, knowing that at the end of the day, we were true to ourselves, we were true to our audience, and we were true to the world.
Final thoughts? Be real.
Be
Be
real,
yourself.
not sponsored.
Be yourself. Be real. Be authentic. At the end, you'll be happy with yourself because you did the right thing.
As much as you can. I know how hard it is to be yourself and to be authentic online. But if you are going to put yourself out there, I think it would be a lot better if you were actually yourself. And it's going to attract the right audience. No matter if it's 5 people, no matter if it's 30 people, you're going to want to do that because that's going to be the right audience.
Always respect yourself. Like that's one thing that we forget, and I've forgotten many times, but I've learned that that's like the most important thing to everybody, boys, girls, theys and thems. Like you need to respect yourself.
I would say God doesn't make mistakes, and God created us in his likeness, and we are all so perfectly unique. And for us to alter that in any way, shape, or form, what are we telling God? What is our message to God? Your life is a gift from God. What you do with your life is your gift back to God. And so I always think of that when I want to change something about myself. When I look in the mirror and I think I have more wrinkles, whatever, I think, thank you, God. Thank you for what you've given me, for what I have, for what I am. I owe my life to you.
Great final thoughts. All right, we'll do this again.
See you next time.
See you next time.
See you next time, guys
Everybody
And
Bye.
women,
and gals.
everyone.
and everyone. We
All
love
right.
you.
we love
Bye.
you.
Peace.
Okay.
Okay,
See
bye.
ya.
Okay, see you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Going back. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.